Joseph R. Biden Jr. will be the 46th president of the United States. Reaction from across the country and right here in Wisconsin. Ahead.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Joe Biden will be the next president of the United States. On November 7th, 1972, Joe Biden won a seat in the U.S. Senate. 48 years to the day later, the soon-to-be 78-year-old was named the winner of the 2020 presidential election. When Biden takes office in January, he will be the oldest sitting president in history. The news of Biden's victory brought massive crowds to the Capitol Square today. On one side, celebration, and on the other, anger and disbelief. Adam Duxter shows us how both are handling the news.
Natalie Hoffman was already outside the Wisconsin State Capitol when she got the news.
Obviously, it's a huge relief.
She was soon joined by hundreds of others on the State Street steps, eager to celebrate Joe Biden being projected as the next United States president.
I'm feeling invincible because the youngest and the blackest cities in the country defeated a racist authoritarian and transformed and changed history in this country.
Well, the celebration continued on one side of the Capitol. On the other, confrontation in a crowd of 100 or so Trump supporters who don't believe he lost.
Not for 1 minute do I believe that Joe Biden is going to go into the Oval Office. Absolutely no way.
Davina Segal and her son Jordan drove all the way from Rhinelander to protest. And while the group of Trump supporters say the election was stolen, there's no evidence so far of any foul play either in Wisconsin or across the nation.
It was just another lie, just like everything else they put out.
But again, the facts say otherwise, as Joe Biden racks up the most votes for a presidential candidate ever. And while some states still haven't called their results, he'll have more than the 270 electoral votes he needs, which Madison says is something worth celebrating.
I'm feeling incredibly proud, especially of all of the people of color here in Madison and in Milwaukee that changed the tide in the state.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos announced yesterday his plans to ask for an investigation into Wisconsin's votes, but he did not cite specific issues he had with the process. The Wisconsin Elections Commission has said there's no evidence of voter fraud. The next First Lady is celebrating her husband's win tonight. Dr. Jill Biden tweeted this picture this afternoon. It says Joe Biden will be a president for all families, as Biden wears a hat reading, "We just did it," and the number 46. This Biden-Harris win means the U.S. will soon have its first female vice president. Harris will also be the first vice president of color and the first VP of South Asian descent. We'll also have our first second gentleman. This photo was posted by Vice President-elect Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, this afternoon. Joe Biden is receiving congratulations today from some of the biggest names in politics, including his former boss. Former President Barack Obama says it's up to Biden and Harris to mend the, quote, deeply and bitterly divided country. Obama went on to say that he knows Biden will do the job with the best interests of every American at heart, and that Americans should give him a chance and lend him their support. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers tweeted his congratulations to the new president and vice president-elect. Evers called Biden's victory historic and said, "We're returning kindness, respect, and compassion to the White House," saying, quote, "It's time to move forward together." Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes says he's looking forward to a Biden administration. He says the thing he's most excited about is having the first black vice president. Barnes says Kamala Harris's win means diversity matters.
Politics can oftentimes feel disconnected for too many folks, especially those communities that have been marginalized, lower income communities, communities of color. When you bring in people that have some sort of shared experience, it makes the election process that much more personal to them.
Joe Biden is already planning for what the start of his first term will look like. The Washington Post reports Biden plans to sign a series of executive orders after being sworn into office on January 20th. The orders will reverse policies put into place by President Trump. The Post reports the U.S. will rejoin the Paris Climate Accords, reverse Trump's withdrawal from the World Health Organization, and reinstate the program allowing dreamers who were brought to the U.S. illegally as children. One of the biggest obstacles for the Biden Biden administration to handle during its first year in office will be the coronavirus pandemic. CNN is reporting Biden will announce a 12-person coronavirus task force on Monday. Biden hopes the announcement will show how seriously he is about beating COVID-19. The task force will be headed by 3 co-chairs, including former Surgeon General Vivek Murthy. CBS News made its projection on Biden's victory this morning after he opened his lead in Pennsylvania, but they're also now projecting Biden is the winner in Nevada. Some votes still need to be counted in several battleground states. That includes Nevada, Georgia, and Arizona. A Nevada elections official says they're going to keep working throughout the weekend and hope to have a full count on Wednesday. Meanwhile, President Trump spent his morning golfing at his Virginia Golf Club. He also spent his day on Twitter, where he made several inaccurate claims that were blocked by the website. In a statement today, his campaign said Trump will not concede or accept Biden's projected win. Trump is also not expected to invite Biden to the White House, a traditional part of the transition process. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson says President Trump has tenaciously fought to make America better during his time in office. A statement released by Johnson's office did not mention Biden's name. In the statement, Johnson said, quote, "Regardless of the outcome, in my book, Trump will always be a winner and patriot that truly loves America." Let's get a look at your first warned weather with meteorologist Dana Fulton. We're really getting used to those sunny days in November.
We are. I think a lot of folks have really enjoyed the 70-degree temps hanging around, and we are going to keep them for a little longer. Of course, our temperature is really the main focus. Today we hit 70 degrees, well above average. Not quite record-breaking, though. Tomorrow in the low 70s yet again with partly sunny skies. We'll have breezy conditions and certainly unseasonably mild outside. The near-record warmth will continue for Sunday and for Monday with shower chances building back into the forecast on Tuesday. Behind those shower chances, we'll drop back closer to average with cooler temperatures for the end of the week and the weekend. We'll take a closer look at that full 10-day and those rain chances in just a few minutes. Amanda.
Thank you, Dana. COVID infections in Wisconsin continue soaring with more than 6,000 new infections over just the past day. DHS and county dashboards show an increase of 6,007 cases since yesterday. It's the 3rd time with at least 6,000 cases in a day during the pandemic. All 3 days have happened since Tuesday. 42 more people have died, bringing the all-time total to more than 2,300. There were more than 126,000 new coronavirus cases across the U.S. yesterday. That's a single-day record. Over the past 7 days, the country has reported an average of more than 98,000 new cases. That's up 25% compared to a week ago. Medical experts warn that the worst of the pandemic could still be ahead of us. Tomorrow night on News 3 Now, we'll share the final story in our 3-part series Inside UW Hospital's COVID unit. We'll introduce you to 2 nurses who say they've been taking on a task unlike anything they've ever seen. One nurse says at this point, the team in the Trauma and Life Support Center runs like a well-oiled machine, but the virus is still presenting issues that even the best frontline workers have a difficult time figuring out.
COVID always takes a different course than what we think, and that makes it so unpredictable. And then we can't always guide the family in what to expect, guide the patient in what to expect. We just kind of have to take it day by day.
While they work harder than ever before, these nurses know there's only so much that they can do. They're asking Wisconsinites to do what they can to slow the spread of the virus. Again, you can catch that story tomorrow night only here on News 3 Now. The Rock County Medical Examiner's Department is releasing the name of the person who died in a Beloit fire yesterday morning. Authorities say 59-year-old Tina Camelier died at the scene. Firefighters responded to the 300 block of West Grand Avenue on the city's south side around 3 o'clock. Damage is estimated to be $30,000. Investigators believe the fire was an accident. Dozens of shell casings were found in a Blooming Grove parking lot this morning. Dane County Sheriff's deputies say people are gathering in the parking lot at Madison Grand Hotel on Mill Pond Road around 3 o'clock, and then they received reports of shots being fired there. Anyone with information is asked to contact the sheriff's office. A makeshift memorial to Breonna Taylor in a Louisville park is being given a permanent home in a nearby museum. The memorial has become a centerpiece of Jefferson Square Park since the beginning of protests in May. Today, the posters, artwork, and mementos were moved during a symbolic march to the Roots 101 African American Museum in Louisville. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 10. Dana has your first one forecast. Plus, Christmas is 7 weeks away, but see how people in Partyville are already getting into the holiday spirit. And hunting season in Wisconsin is right around the corner. What Dane County Sheriff's deputies want you to know before heading out. Stay with us.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we live where you live, so we honor those who serve and defend our country. To show our gratitude, we're offering great deals store-wide during our Veterans Day sale. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free from top brands like Goodyear. Save over $100 on this Craftsman Mechanics tool set. Energizer AA or AAA batteries are just $4.99. And this weekend, as a thank you, veterans and active military members save an extra 10% at checkout.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more.
I'll take it.
I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease an adventurous new 2021 Toyota RAV4 for $219 a month. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Associated Physicians' #1 concern is the safety of our staff, community, and patients. That's why every patient is getting a screening phone call prior to stepping foot into our office. Nothing can stop our devotion to you. We'll still be here to address your concerns, whether it's through a virtual visit or through the phone. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to us at 608-233-9746 or visit us online at apmadison.com.
Aren't you tired of being tired? Shop Denver Mattress today and get all the Z's you need.
And during the Veterans Day sale, check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm. Easy on the wallet for only $189.99. Shop our Doctor's Choice Original lineup starting at only $569.99. And to celebrate our newest arrival, test out the outrageously comfortable Casper mattress. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping.
Say goodbye to tossing and turning and hello to a better night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
News 3 Now brought you more live local coverage of an election like no other. More facts.
Wisconsin voters have already shattered absentee and early in-person voting records.
More expert analysis.
I think we only may be at halftime.
More reporters in the field.
This is really a historic win for the Madison School District.
More local reaction.
Overall, the voting experience has been really good today.
And it's not over yet. Trust our team to deliver more information to you as it develops. For continuing election coverage, News 3 Now.
This can't get any worse, or we're going to be in trouble.
For the first time, get a look inside the COVID unit at UW Hospital, where healthcare workers are treating more people than ever and making their plea to the public.
The community can be heroes to us.
Sunday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
It's beginning to look like the holidays in our area. Today, Partyville began setting up its annual Christmas light display in Chandler Park. Volunteers began today and they'll show up for the next few weekends to get it all set up. It'll open the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's the 7th year for the holiday event. People will be able to drive through free of charge to see the lights and get in the holiday spirit.
The neighbors that live next to the park say that every night there's 200, 300 cars coming through the park constantly. Christmas Eve, it is a non-stop flow of traffic for everybody looking at the lights.
Usually Santa is available to meet with kids, but this year he won't be there due to COVID-19. Again, the display opens the Saturday after Thanksgiving. A holiday tradition in Madison kicks off its 32nd year tonight. Holiday Fantasy and Lights at Olin Park is now underway. You can drive through and look at the light displays for free. The display will be up for 7 weeks. New at 10, the start of deer hunting season is just 2 weeks away. Margarita Vinogradov saw today how local hunters are preparing.
Today marks the first day of the Hunter Sight-In program. Held annually by the Dane County Sheriff's Office, it's meant for local hunters to sight in their weapons in a safe environment.
We've got the targets set up, we've got the spotting scopes, and we've got deputies on site to help with any adjustments that need to be made.
Despite the warm weather, organizers are seeing a smaller turnout than expected. Studnicka says this may be due to a shortage in ammunition from COVID.
Just due to maybe factories shutting down,
which has led manufacturers to be backed up for months.
Maybe that shortage is keeping people from shooting excess rounds, or they weren't able to get the ammunition that they need.
Despite the pandemic's effects, the range saw a boom in those open shooting this summer. One hunter says she always tries to sight in early to beat the fall deer hunting crowd.
We found that the closer that it gets to the hunting season, that it typically on weekends gets to be a lot busier for sighting in guns.
Eglin doesn't anticipate COVID affecting her season, as hunting already allows for safe spacing.
You don't ever shoot at anything unless you're certain that it's a deer. So, I mean, that alone is definitely more than 6 feet.
The sight-in event is also providing this essential safety information. Deputies continue to urge those preparing for the season to come out in the next several weeks.
Just giving hunters that last open window to come and make sure their guns are ready to go and working properly.
In Waunakee, Margarita Vinogradov, News 3 Now.
Hunters are able to sight in their shotguns, rifles, and pistols through November 20th. More information can be found on the Dane County Sheriff's Office website. Ada has re-strengthened into a tropical storm. Warnings are now affecting the U.S. coast. Ada will begin to impact South Florida tomorrow, bringing heavy rains and tropical storm force winds. A flood watch is also in effect for much of southern Florida through Tuesday evening. More than 100 deaths have been blamed on the storm after winds, floods, and landslides in Central America. Let's get a look at your first warm weather with meteorologist Dana Fulton. I know you've been keeping an eye on that too.
A lot of that video you just saw along the coast of Nicaragua, where they've had a lot of rain passing through, that storm rapidly strengthening to a strong hurricane before making landfall, and now it's moving back north. For us in the Midwest, likely not going to be impacted by this at all, as it's going to swing up and around through Florida. Our high pressure has kept things pretty quiet for the last several days, and we're going to continue to enjoy sunshine for your Sunday and very mild temperatures. Our breeze coming in from the south, so it's not just southern Wisconsin in a mild spot. Most of the Midwest seeing temperatures quite a bit above average for this time of year. Our next system is still well off to the west. This cold front is going to continue to move east, and as it does, it will drive in some shower chances as we look ahead to about Tuesday. Early Tuesday morning into early Wednesday morning, we'll have that rain passing through. Overnight, mostly clear skies and still very mild outside. Our temperatures only dropping to the mid-50s for our overnight lows. Our average highs this time of year in the upper 40s. So we're staying well above that. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs yet again in the 70s. A little more cloud coverage starts to build in on Monday in front of that system. We'll see variably cloudy skies through the morning and the afternoon. We become mostly cloudy, and then overnight those rain chances start to creep closer. Just a slight chance for a light shower overnight into Tuesday. Much of that rain is still going to stay off to the west, but it builds in on Tuesday, and we have scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms throughout the day. Areas northwest of Dane County could start to see some light snowflakes swirling around or mixing in with that rain by Tuesday evening. We might see a few snowflakes overnight into early Wednesday. You see that mix starting to pass through as the front passes through, that cold front passes through, so our temperatures are dropping, but we still have a little bit of moisture wrapping around for us. None of that should be sticking, though, as the ground will still be pretty warm and pretty saturated at that point. Clearing sky throughout the day on Wednesday, and we're quickly back to mostly sunny skies. Rainfall totals will be highest northwest of Dane County. Otherwise, we're picking up about 1/2 inch of accumulation. After a very dry and sunny stretch, we could use a little bit of a drink for the ground. Temperatures mid to low 70s tomorrow. Again, partly sunny skies, breezy, and very, very similar to today, very not November-y outside. Our shower chances coming in on Tuesday with that front passing through. So high temperatures on Tuesday will be fairly early in the day, not so much of an afternoon high. Close to 60 degrees early, and then temps will fall during the afternoon as that cold front passes behind the front. Highs will be in the mid to upper 40s with overnight lows back close to freezing, which is where we should be for this time of year. That continues through the rest of the week, into the weekend, and likely into the following week as well, with a few light flurry chances mixed in there, but overall staying fairly dry for us.
Not November is a pretty good way to explain what we've been in.
Yes, but it's been nice. It really has. A lot of folks I've seen still out with the dogs, like like us are out with their bikes right now because soon we're going to spend a little more time inside.
Yeah, and you just think about where we were at this time last year.
Oh, yes, very different.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you so much, Dana. The Wisconsin football team's active COVID-19 case count appears to be moving in the right direction. The team announced today it has 14 active cases, 9 players and 5 staff members. The Badgers had 27 active cases on November 3rd. Paul Christ's team returned to the field yesterday for a limited conditioning session. Wisconsin was supposed to play Purdue today at Camp Randall. They're currently scheduled to play next Saturday at Michigan. The rest of the Big Ten was in action today. The day's biggest upset came in Bloomington, where Indiana knocked off Michigan for its first win over the Wolverines in 33 years. Indiana won 38-21. Michigan falls to 1-2. Here's a look at the rest of the Big Ten today. Northwestern improved to 3-0 with a home win over Nebraska, while Iowa blew out Michigan State to pick up its first win of the 2020 season. Maryland sent Penn State to its 3rd straight loss to open the season. Illinois also 0-3 after a 41-14 loss to Minnesota. Still ahead on News 3 now at 10, Americans are taking to the streets tonight to celebrate President-elect Joe Biden. Why people are cheering in the nation's capital. Next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Time to start it up, America. You've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. It's our thing. So we're giving you incredible deals on the Built Ford Tough F-150 and Ford Ranger. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays. Now lease the Built Ford Tough F-150 STX for just $299 a month during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event at your Wisconsin dealer.
As a retired weatherman, I like things I can predict. That's why I chose an AARP Medicare supplement insurance plan from United Healthcare. It's the kind of plan with predictable out-of-pocket costs. Plus, the plan I chose has a low to 0% chance of copays. It's a sunny day for me.
Honey, you're doing it again.
I'll stop.
The only Medicare supplement plans with the AARP name. Medicare supplement plans have no networks and no referrals, so you can take charge.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
Hello. Oh. I wish to inquire about your free phone deal. Is there anything hidden I should be aware of?
No, sir.
No hidden plan requirements?
You choose your plan.
No hidden phone trade-ins?
Keep your phone.
No hidden activation fees or other trickery where video recorded evidence would be beneficial?
None.
Interesting.
Lovely scarf.
What camera?
Get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to Fair.
With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Plan
democracy was on the ballot in this election, with the very soul of America at stake, and the world watching, you ushered in a new day for America.
It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again. And to make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies. They are Americans. They're Americans.
CBS News called the election for now President-elect Joe Biden this morning. We showed you how people celebrated in Madison, but supporters took to the streets in celebrations across the country today. Natalie Brand has more from Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, D.C.
Champagne was poured as supporters of President-elect Joe Biden gathered outside of the White House Saturday.
We've been keeping vigil for the last 3 days, trying to, waiting for this moment.
People filling Black Lives Matter Plaza also cheered Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, the first woman and first person of color voted into the position.
Madam Vice President it means a lot to me. So, we finally have a woman in power in the White House. It's so overdue. So overdue.
The pressure of the election burst into celebrations across the country, from Los Angeles to Biden's hometown of Wilmington, Delaware.
I've been having voters' anxiety. It is all over now. We have a new president, Biden and Harris.
It's a party-like atmosphere here with dancing and singing, and a lot of people in this crowd are also hoping for unity after a fiercely fought election.
I hope that we can disagree without being ugly to each other, and that Biden can repair some of the fracturing that's occurred over the last 4 years.
But supporters of President Trump also turned out in protests across the country.
Donald Trump needs us now.
And some are not ready to recognize the legitimacy of the election. The nation remains divided for now, and demonstrations are expected to continue. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
CBS News has confirmed the Trump campaign is encouraging rallies to show support for the president around the country this weekend. Campaign manager Bill Stepien told staff today to be ready at a moment's notice to hit the streets waving the flag and yelling the president's name in support. Stay with us. We'll have one more check of the forecast when we return.
To start it up, America, you've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. It's our thing. So we're giving you incredible deals on the built Ford Tough F-150 and Ford Ranger. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays. Now lease the built Ford Tough F-150 STX for just $299 a month during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event at your Wisconsin dealer.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower. Over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? It's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hey guys, listen up! This coronavirus thing has lasted forever. If we're gonna get back out there, we need to work together. We've got to take care of ourselves. So wear your mask, wash your hands, get your flu shot, social distance. The sooner we all do it, the sooner we can get back to the important stuff, like playing. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Happy Hour just got hoppier at IHOP with a $5 menu featuring pancakes, burgers, and more yum-yums. So while you can't buy happiness, you can buy hoppiness. iHoppy Hour, every day from 2 to 10 p.m.
Over the past 89 years,
The awards for our clients totals well into the billions of dollars, probably more than all the other personal injury firms in the state combined. Habish, Habish & Rotier.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. We've created the best offer yet with our Thanksgiving Plexiderm 10-Minute Challenge. Try it for only $14.95 at plexidermtrial.com. Watch your under-eye bags, crow's feet, and wrinkles shrink from view in 10 minutes.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. And I took the Plexiderm 10-Minute Challenge, and I'm not joking. It works.
I'm Neela. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to take care of yourself. Plexiderm, seriously, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
This Thanksgiving is the best time to try Plexiderm with our starter price of only $14.95. So if under-eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this Thanksgiving and see that younger-looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Many Americans are celebrating the election of Joe Biden in the streets today, but in Pittsburgh, a group of people is doing it during red lights. So people in the city's Squirrel Hill neighborhood ran into the intersection during red lights, they danced, and then they ran right back to the sidewalk when the light turned green. I have never seen a celebration like that.
I like it though, it's wholesome.
Yeah.
It's not blocking traffic, they're having fun.
And they move right out of the way when people need to go. I'll get a quick dance in and then run back.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah. I'm a fan of this. We might have to
fun way of celebrating.
Yeah, it's good. And we have nice sunny weather tomorrow. Partly sunny skies in the low 70s, close to 70 again on Monday. Very not November-y, and then cooler for the second half of the week behind some rain chances on Tuesday.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.